Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Brahma Bulletin. Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate you one and all. And now, this week's stories. Our first headline, UFL Championship Location. Exclusive, Audi Field out as UFL Championship Location, Protective Stadium in. This article is by Mark Perry. The rumored venue for the 2025 UFL Championship at Audi Field in Washington, D.C. is no more. The UFL Championship game is scheduled for Saturday, June 14, 2025. A FIFA Club World Cup game will be played the next day on Sunday, June 15th. The venue would not be able to turn around the field in time for the FIFA game the next day. The question now is where the United Football League Championship game will take place in 2025. We are hearing from sources that Protective Stadium, home of the UFL champion Birmingham Suns, will be the location. Other venues like the Alamo Dome in San Antonio already hosted the 2023 XFL Championship. The Dome in St. Louis hosts the 2024 UFL Championship and also has an extra game slated for the 2025 season. Protective Stadium, the stadium, which opened in October 2021, has a seating capacity of 47,100. Our next headline, UFL Player Showcase. The UFL adds additional player showcase in Dallas. This article is by Anthony Miller. The UFL announced that they will be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area on Sunday, November 10th at Vernon Newsom Stadium in Mansfield, Texas. The league has hosted 5 player showcases since July, and they have also had stops in St. Louis, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Houston, and Orlando. There are only 2 more player showcases planned for the rest of the year. San Diego is up first on October 20th, and Dallas will be the last one on the calendar on November 10th. With the 2 showcases remaining, the league should have plenty of talent to pick. Selected players will be included in the next UFL draft, the date of which has not yet been scheduled. Our next headline, Brahmas home schedule. San Antonio Brahmas face unique 2025 schedule amid Alamo Dome conflicts. This article is by Mark Perry. As the United Football League, UFL, prepares for its 2025 season, the San Antonio Brahmas are bracing for a unique set of challenges due to scheduling conflicts at the Alamo Dome. Greg Luca from the San Antonio Express News shed some more light on this. The Alamo Dome, San Antonio's primary venue for large-scale events, is booked with major engagements during the early weeks of the UFL season, which kicks off on March 28th. High-profile events like the NCAA Men's Final Four and Disney on Ice occupy the stadium through at least week 5. As a result, the Brahmas' first home game might not occur until week 6, potentially leading to multiple consecutive home games late in the season. The Brahmas drew an average of 11,888 fans per game in 2024, ranking 3rd in the UFL. In 2023, the rebooted XFL San Antonio team averaged 14,983 fans per game, ranking 2nd in the league. The league explored alternative venues but determined that adjusting its schedule was the best option this season. While the scheduling conflicts present immediate hurdles, they also reflect San Antonio's growing status as a host for major events. The UFL views this as a positive sign of the city's vibrancy and potential for future growth in professional sports. As the 2025 season approaches, the Brahmas and their fans will navigate an unusual schedule, but the team's commitment to the San Antonio and the city's enduring love for football suggests a promising future ahead. Our next headline, Herd Update. The San Antonio Brahmas have announced the following players have been signed to their roster. Quarterback, Kellen Mond. More on him in a moment. Running back, LaDamian Webb. Wide receiver, Aaron Nelson. Guard, Justin Schaefer. Defensive end, John Morgan. Defensive end, Kobe Jones. And quarterback, Henry Black. Our next article, Brahmas retire. These articles are by James Larson. Former Navy defensive back Sean Williams has retired from football, he announced today, October 7, 2024. Sean Williams played with the Michigan Panthers in 2022, totaling 49 tackles, 4 pass breakups, and 1 interception. The next year, he jumped to the Brahmas, posting 40 tackles and making 5 starts. Williams finishes his spring football career with 89 tackles, 5 pass breakups, and a pick. The next Brahma announced his retirement. San Antonio Brahmas defensive back Scott Nelson is retiring from football, per source. Nelson played his college football at Wisconsin, totaling 128 tackles and 4 interceptions in his career there. After NFL stints with Detroit and Seattle, Scott posted 27 tackles and 4 pass breakups in the UFL this year. Our next article, Brahma makes NFL. This article is written by Pro Snapper Tracker. With starting long snapper Charlie Hewlett sidelined with a rib injury, the Cleveland Browns have signed free agent Rex Sunahara. Rex spent time during the preseason with the Browns and had a very successful showing. It's unclear how long Hewlett will be out. Our next article, Cowboys signed San Antonio Brahmas defensive tackle Jalen Dalton. San Antonio Brahmas defensive tackle Jalen Dalton has signed with the Dallas Cowboys practice squad, making his way back to the big leagues after a strong UFL campaign. Jalen Dalton was an off-season addition for the Brahmas. He immediately fit into first-year defensive coordinator Will Reed's defense, starting in 4 of 7 games played this year. Jalen was a net rotational piece the first 3 weeks, but quickly earned a starting role and didn't look back. Now, Dalton will have a chance to return to the NFL with the Dallas Cowboys. He has a few years of NFL experience already with the Saints, Bears, and Falcons. Jalen has 13 tackles to his name with the Falcons during the 2022 season. Our next article, San Antonio Brahmas signed quarterback Kellen Mond. This article is by Aiden Berg. In what has to be the biggest news of the offseason for the San Antonio Brahmas, the team has signed former Texas A&M star quarterback Kellen Mond. Mond started 8 games as a true freshman with Texas A&M and never relinquished his starting role. After 4 seasons, 2017 to 2020, he finished as the Aggies' all-time leader in career passing yardage, 9,661 yards, passing touchdowns, 71, and completions, 801. He declared for the NFL draft and was selected in the 3rd round by the Minnesota Vikings. Mond was waived by the Vikings at the end of training camp. The Cleveland Browns subsequently picked him up off of waivers. However, the team waived him about a year later after claiming him. Mond has since bounced around a few NFL practice squads. His last stint came with the New Orleans Saints, which only lasted about a month and ended on May 8, 2024. Mond, a San Antonio native, returns home to play in the UFL where he certainly has a pedigree to become a starter. So far, only veteran quarterback Kevin Hogan has re-signed with San Antonio for next season. The statuses of San Antonio's other quarterbacks from last season, Chase Garbers and Quentin Dormady, remain up in the air. And that's it. That's the video. If you found it to be informative and entertaining, please let me know by hitting that like button below. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to this channel to keep up to date on all things San Antonio Brahmas. Well, I think it's time for this Brahma to be put out to pasture. At least until the next episode. Until then, San Antonio, horns forward.